Cary and I met when she was doing her master's degree at Colgate University, and I was a young administrator at the time. We had a happy courtship, and we got married about a year and a half or so after we met. And our first child was born in 1984, and things were going along really well. Our second child was born in 1986, and then 1994, and it was Memorial Day. She had found a lump in one of her breasts. The head of the breast center at Johns Hopkins called us on Memorial Day in 1994 and said that word, carcinoma. And I remember it to this day. It gives me chills. We were sitting up in the bedroom, and he was on speakerphone, and that one word basically changed our entire life. We left Baltimore and moved to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, where I became a vice president at Dickinson College, and thank God for that, because that community was more supportive than I could ever have hoped for. A year after we moved, she noticed what looked like a little mosquito bite on one of the reconstructed breasts, and sure enough, the cancer had come back.
Cary and her family moved next door to me, and we became instant friends. As soon as Cary and I learned that we were each breast cancer survivors, our bond became much closer. She confided to me that she was afraid people would forget her, and I promised her that we would never forget her. After she passed, I spent a lot of time trying to decide what it was that we could do to keep her memory alive. And I decided that if we started the fund, or kept the fund going, but had a name to it this time, it would really mean something to Cary. So I made what I considered a significant donation in her memory that I could afford, and Dr. Massa and his colleagues and other people continued it, and we called it the Cary Massa Fund.
She dedicated herself to helping other women, particularly those who were recently diagnosed, because she was experienced, and so because of that, and because of her dedication and working at the conference, it seemed to make perfect sense in conversation with Roz to set up a scholarship at PVCC that would help women get the kind of support that Cary got on a statewide basis.
Because breast cancer affects you mentally and physically, giving yourself the opportunity to come and spend a day thinking only about you, where else can you be in a group of 500 plus breast cancer survivors at the same time, at the same day? You learn from each other every day, and every conference has wonderful workshops. And then to meet women who can answer your questions, who are willing to answer your questions and want to get to know you, is really a wonderful thing. Why everyone should come to the conference.
The conference also fosters connections, meaningful connections that will help women get through the most terrible times of this disease. And that would be the legacy that I would want Cary to be remembered for, that she stood for that, and this scholarship helps women to accomplish that in their lives every day.